and welcome to Natique in Elk Grove, California, and NatiqueYarns.com, coming to you live on Friday. It is a little crisp out there still, so we all get to wear our sweaters. We have a fun video this morning. I get to be host again because Boss Lady had an appointment this morning, so she'll be in later. So we'll talk about our grand prize, give away a daily prize, and then I'm totally going to spoiler alert something since I was left to my own devices this morning.
What are you spoilering?
You'll find
Is
out.
that a word?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. It was hard to
Be
say.
Spoiling.
Yeah.
But you'll find out with everyone else.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so for our grand prize, we have
Not a sneeze is not the grand prize.
we have Danielle's Pattern Brassavola, which is a really fun on the bias pattern where you're alternating stripes of single-stranded mohair with double-stranded the mohair and the fingering weight yarn. We paired for this prize one skein of the luscious mohair ombre one ply from our errands, which is a mohair silk blend, and one skein of Alexandra's Dark Side of the Moon Black Cherry, which is a discontinued color, I believe, or retired color. And these two skeins are easily enough to make the full-size scarf. And how you get entered into the grand prize drawing is every time you make a purchase from Natique, you get one entry. It includes purchases made here in person, it includes purchases made online at NatiqueYarns.com, and it includes purchases made over the phone with us. And it's cumulative, so if you purchase 5 times, you get 5 entries. If you purchase 10 times, you get 10 entries. Sorry, I'm behind on my linking a little bit here. So then we'll talk about the daily prize, which is one skein of Silk Garden. I rewound it because it was having a little bit of a party in the bin with the other prize yarns. So you've got this beautiful kind of Natique-esque colorway with the pretty pinks and greens, plus there's a little coral in there. This one skein will be enough to make our Stripes and Ridges cowl in the small circumference, but the medium height. So 24 inches around, but 6 inches tall, which is a nice little accessory size. And how you get entered into this one, hold on, let me do my links.
If you had to rewind the skein, it really is a party and a ball.
Oh yeah, there was 2 of them back there, and they had made friends and didn't want to let go of one another. It was like, you know, children on their first day of school. And they're like, don't leave me. Okay, so how you get entered into the daily prize drawing is what you're already doing. Every interaction with the video gets entries. If you react with any of these fabulous bubbles here, then you get 1 entry per reaction. And then if you comment on the video, you get 5 entries per comment. Good morning. And then if you share the video, we always do friends and stories because those are quick and easy. Then you just have to come back and comment on that video with shared to and where. I was gonna share it to my fire ends.
Ooh.
There we go. Shared to my friends, shared to my stories, and that gets you 11 entries per share. And these entries that you guys are getting right now are getting you into tomorrow's drawing. So today's drawing is off of yesterday's video interactions. Let's see who our lucky winner is.
Diane Frankel. I don't think you're local.
She's not.
That's Melanie's friend, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So if you guys decide to come visit us, you can tell us you have a prize and we'll get it out of the cabinet. If you don't want to come visit us, then next time you make a purchase, just let us know in the notes you have a prize and we will include it in your shipment. Ooh, look, we still have the day and night set. A couple of those, I think, and they are awesome. I am using them right now on a project. They are one of my favorites.
And we totally just fully stocked boxes to be able to safely ship needles without them getting squished by whatever the shipping companies seem to do to the packages.
Delivery people.
I don't think it's the drivers. I think it's
No,
like the facilities.
It's the handlers and the packers and we'll blame the conveyor belt. How about that?
Yeah, I think the equipment is quite often the cause.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely gotten some envelopes in the mail before that it's like, what did this get stuck in? Very clearly got stuck somewhere. They've taped it back together. You're like, I hope everything's still in here.
Right.
It's supposed to be. I mean, I have sent stuff in the mail that didn't stay in its envelope before too. Not from here personally. Our envelopes are a little sturdier than the paper envelopes. Okay, so spoiler alert.
What?
I know, right?
What?
So I'm going to show you pairings of yarn today because I saw Danielle's cowl in progress that is the bonus pattern that gets added to the Turkey Day ebook on Ravelry. And it's fabulous. I'm like, hurry up and give me your notes because I'm going to need to knit that, like, right now.
I suspect we're all going to need one.
Like, it's so pretty. It only takes 2 skeins of this yarn that I'm about to show you guys. Unless you want to make an infinity size, then you would need 4 skeins, 2 of each color, because it is a 2-color cowl. I did link the ebook for you guys as well as the yarn. So let's dive into the first color combo. So this is Baby Alpaca Grande from Plymouth Yarns. If you guys are not familiar with it, it is 100% baby alpaca, which means it is exquisitely soft. And it is 110 yards per skein, so you can easily get a hat out of 1 skein, a small cowl out of 1 skein. The Turkey Day cowl, bonus cowl, we haven't named it yet, so it's currently the Turkey Day bonus cowl, is a mosaic knit using 2 colors. 1 skein of each color will do the small or medium size. 2 skeins of each would do the infinity. And I'm like itching to cast on. I can't quite decide which color combo I'm doing. I'm like halfway between like 3 of them, which I know you can't be
I'm like you're a
between,
third.
I know you can't be halfway between 3, but you guys understand my point, even though it's bad math. So this combo here is the jet black, which is color 500, and a pretty kind of vintage holiday red, color 2050. And I will feature some other 2-color patterns for you guys this morning. So if you're like, yeah, I can't pick yarn without knowing what I'm doing, I've got other options for you guys that would work with 2 colors of Baby Alpaca Grande. Then if you're kind of more of a purple person, this is kind of a blurple. It's a little bit purple, a little bit blue. We have color 1700. It's kind of that like periwinkle, almost the very Perry that was the color of the year.
It's periwinkle purple.
And color 401, which is a silver heather gray.
Yep, it says purple people all over it. But so does another one over there.
Right? Maybe I'll
Yeah.
show the other purple people one.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are more combos that you could put together than what I put together, because
It's actually, I want
you
this
could
one.
change
that one.
things out. Yeah. So I'll show that
Show
in
the
a
other one
second.
first.
So you could do color 3121, which is a little more lavender with kind of those like pinky orchid highlights. It's more of a heathered purple. And then this gorgeous like apple green 7562, which we all know purple and green go amazing together. The trick with the bonus cowl is that you want colors that contrast well. So if you're a purple-holic, you don't really want to do that. I mean, these two in particular kind of clash anyways, but you wouldn't want to do
No.
two similar shades. They're not going to contrast enough. But you could do the purple and the gray.
Much better on the eyes.
Or you could do the periwinkle and the green.
Very bright.
So you could
It works.
mix it up based on which one you like better. If you like the brighter periwinkle and the bright green, then switch it. Limited rules. Oh, I love it, Darla. 7562. Come to mama. So I will move these as we go just because I'm going to run out of counter space very quickly. But we'll make it so that we can pan over them behind us afterwards. So a couple of projects that are good 2-color projects. This Mindful Beanie by Noemi Zimmer. This is the second color work one of hers that I'm like, this needs to go in my queue. Really pretty, easy color work pattern. It's all just knits. It's just how many you do of each color. And you can see really beautiful in high contrast colors. It's a little harder to see if you do like a variegated, or this one was probably a speckle. So yeah, you can see the yarn right here. It was definitely a speckle. So you definitely want to do more of a bold contrast. This is one of those patterns where this designer does similar to Jenny Noto and has a range of yarn weights. So in the bulky weight, it would be like the 10 and a half, 11 needles. Whereas like if you did worsted weight, it would be like 7s and 8s. But this one for the bulky, you're only going to need one skein of each color. You could probably get 2 hats in opposite. Like if you did purple and green, then you could do the other one green and purple. That is the Mindful Beanie. Then, if you're a shawl knitter like Susan, this Copper Cove by Laura Ayler is really pretty. You've got
wow.
like this offset eyebrow lace pattern. So they kind of look like little eyes, like you know when they draw the little owls in the tree.
Yeah.
All you can see is the eyes in cartoons. And then this fun little color work section here of just stripes, and then a ribbed border in that contrast color. You can see, like here, is it on a mannequin? You can see it's a nice big shawl, easy to cozy up in. And it takes 2 skeins of your contrast color and 5 of your main color, because it is a nice big shawl. You could probably get away with making it smaller and do like 4 and 2 or 3 and 2. Okay. More colors. So we're going to take this. This is kind of a fun classic color combo. 1662, which is the gorgeous navy blue. And then the creamy natural white, which is color 501. It's a very kind of collegiate color palette almost. The next color combo, you could steal one out of each of these 2 combos and make like basically all the UCs in school colors out of, but I didn't want to be quite that obvious with my color combos this morning, so I did not default to the school colors. So 5762, which is this gorgeous goldenrod yellow. It's a crayon box color for everybody. Then color 402, which is the gorgeous charcoal gray heather. Gray and yellow just look really good together. But if you have anybody at a UC, or, well, a lot of the Elk Grove schools too, blue and gold are a very good, kind of more sports-esque themed color combo.
I'm looking for my school colors. They're coming up.
Yeah, I could easily put together my school colors too.
Yeah.
It would involve this one, and then one that I haven't unburied from the stack yet. So we'll just leave those right there for now. And link a couple other fun projects for you guys.
Someday I need to do a purple and yellow project.
Yeah, they do go together surprisingly well. Like, you wouldn't think it, but they totally do.
Every time I see one, I'm like, oh, I need to do that. And I keep getting distracted by something else that's handed to me, basically.
Okay, so a few more projects that are 2 colors for you guys. Here is a fun one called the Slash Dot Cowl. This one has, you can see the little slip stitches, so they're just little strands, so it's all just linen stitch basically, nothing elaborate, but using 2 colors so you get that really fun kind of woven effect. 1 skein each for the small, 2 skeins each for the infinity. Sounds familiar. And this one's a free pattern, so then it's even more affordable. Then, if you're in need of a wonderful scarf, this graduate scarf is great. It's just slip stitches in front of a garter stitch background. So you get this like plaid look on the front and then the blended stripes on the back. Really pretty, nice big scarf. You could easily like make it a little narrower if you wanted and cast on. It's probably like four to 6 less stitches. It's not a super elaborate repeat. This one is going to be, I believe, 3 skeins each of your main colors. You could get away with 2 of each because you know what you do? You just stop when you're out of yarn. And if you cast on 1 to 2 less repeats, that's going to make your yarn go farther in the length of the scarf, so you could easily get it out of 2 of each. This is the graduate scarf. And then this Mountain Peaks beanie is another really cute one. This is, the way they did the stitch pattern, it has like this extra detail to it because I think sometimes these are slipped and I think sometimes they're knit. Like I think one row is slipped and the next is knit in the white so that it gives that like tight and loose, which adds even more geometric shape to the stitch pattern.
It looks so different in that color.
And these 2 are the same color, just opposite. So you could get 2 skeins, make 2 hats, just opposite of one another. You can see not enough contrast here because the kind of diagonal brick pattern gets totally lost. So that's why we're like high contrast is what you need. But see, only 120 yards for the hat, so you could easily get 2 hats out of 2 skeins.
And swoosh, there she goes again.
I know. This year I have a lot more over here. So we have a gorgeous teal, which is color 701. I love it has like in the heathering of it, it has like kind of turquoise highlights, so you're getting more of the dark teal and the bright of the turquoise all in one color. It's not catching it very well on camera, but all those light colored strands that you guys see in person are like turquoise blue. And then kind of a soft fawn color for your contrast, 204. Oh, Kathy liked that hat. I know, isn't it cute? And then if you're holiday inclined or just really like red and like high contrast, we have the bright, bold 2060 very festive red. Could easily be a certain style of hat, which I will show you guys in a moment because I found a really cute one this morning. And 501, so you guys can see I did repeat 501 once because you have to do the red and white. You just can't not do it.
Yeah.
And that one, of course, I have my patterns queued up appropriately for when I showed that color. The benefit of being host and Link Ninja is you have control over which patterns get shared when. So this is the Ho 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 Santa hat, which if you just get a fur palm will take a lot less of the white yarn, so you're not wasting yarn on your palm. Because yarn this soft should be touching you. It should not be used in a palm. But this one takes basically 2 skeins, and it's written for an adult medium but has notes for modifying it to be an adult small or large. And who doesn't need a fun festive hat for the holidays?
That
I mean, you
doesn't.
could do it in green and white and be elfy.
Yeah.
Like, that's fun.
And it won't itch like the ready-made Santa hats.
Oh my gosh, that faux fur stuff that
Ooh,
they use for
the inside.
that plastic that's on the back of it, you're like,
horrible.
Why is this not lined with something? So just knit yourself a baby alpaca something instead.
For sure.
Then it will be soft and squishy and you won't want to take it off. Or need to.
Yeah.
The store-bought ones, I'm like, oh, get it off me. And then I like this one, this cowl too.
Ooh,
this
pretty.
is really fun. There's actually a matching hat. This is the just passing through cowl. But the way it's done, it ends up looking like it's knit diagonal, and I don't think it actually is. Like, here's a close-up of the stitch pattern.
I wonder if it's a slip with yarn in front.
I think it is.
Sequence. That's really neat.
But it has this really cool, like, woven lattice effect.
I want to see that one. It looks like mermaid.
Yeah, it's like a pretty, like, navy blurple color in the background.
Pretty.
Again, just 2 skeins, 1 skein each of your 2 colors will make you a nice cowl. You could get 2 of each and make the matching hat, because she does have a matching hat, also called Just Passing Through, but Just Passing Through hat, because, you know, make it nice and easy to find the matches. Oh, Darla said she really likes the Just Passing Through cowl.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good ones today. If you missed any, I will post them in the collective when my hands are free. Because right now, I have a camera.
Yep, her hands are a little busy. And it's a little hard to do the collective and host and link
that
in
would
the video.
be a
I was
lot.
like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Okay, my last couple color combos, which I know you guys are probably like, uh-oh, that means you're going to finish early. No, I wanted to leave time to show you guys, like, mixing and matching the colors more. So if you have a request of, like, something you want together, pop it in the comments and I will do that live. So we have 213, which is a beautiful chocolate brown with this soft cornflower blue, color 6033. Oops. I missed. And then the last one's kind of a nice warm palette, color 7766, which is more of like a burgundy heather. And then this soft taupe, color 282. You know, they're so pretty.
There was a 213 is pretty, but I don't know what shade it is.
I think that was this one, the
Oh,
chocolate.
okay.
Yeah,
Bloop.
you could easily do, well, and you could easily do this.
I know.
Like,
There's so many
that's why
choices.
I wanted to leave time to put together other color combos. Melanie, you can sleep on a pile of them. You just have to acquire
A pile of them.
I don't know, at least 10 skeins.
Yeah.
You could unfurl them and spread them all out and lay on 'em. Maybe knit them first so they don't.
Yes,
tangle up into a scary nightmare.
yarn winding nightmare there.
Okay, then here's another really fun shawl. This is another cozy big shawl.
Oh,
this
nice.
Is Sandpiper. I wish. Why won't it zoom? Nope, doesn't like me. But it's all just stripes of stockinette, and then you've got garter stitch, and this is why I'm like, would you please zoom? There's this really pretty drop stitch detail. There we go. So you're doing a row of like wrap every stitch twice, and then the next row you drop the extra wrap off. So it creates this little elongated stitch section. And what's kind of cool in the last picture, you can see it's not your average triangle shawl shape. So there's an increased line here, and then there's another one here, and there's probably a third one right there because I see a point. And so that makes it something that wraps around your shoulders really, really nicely so that you can get like nice and bundled up under your shawl. Which this time of year, we all need a bundle up shawl. I really need one at home for knitting under at night. This would be perfect.
It would.
Size 11 needles, so you know it's a quick knit. And let's see, it should have the breakdown of colors. So 5 skeins of your main color and 3 of your contrast, because it is a big, big cozy shawl. I really like it tied like this. I've got to figure out how they did that.
Right.
And then last but not least, this one is actually more than 2 colors, but I really liked it. So it was like, this one has to happen. This one's 4 colors, and it's mosaic knitting throughout the whole thing, but that bandana style cowl. And you can kind of see on hers, it's a little bit stiff, like it's standing up. In a yarn like Baby Alpaca that is more drapey, it's just gonna fold and layer so, so nice. Here's a good one where you can see all the stitch patterns. So each section is a different mosaic stitch pattern. Like this one's more like tiles, then the middle one is chevrons, and the bottom one is like these kind of almost houndstooth stripes. They've got those little wings that jut out on either side. And this one would just be 1 skein each of your 4 colors.
Pretty, pretty. Okay, what's everybody's favorite colors?
Oh, I do have one more pattern. I forgot about it.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, let me link that real quick and then show you guys.
One more.
This one's really cute. It's like half and half, solid in stripes, but it's
Oh, wow.
a curved line. This is a great project for learning the intarsia technique, because all intarsia is you knit part of your row in one color, twist your 2 yarns, and continue with the other color. That's it. So nothing too elaborate in this one to make it really easy to learn how to do. You can see another nice big cozy shawl. And this one takes 400 yards total, which is 3 skeins of your main color and 1 of your contrast. And size 13 needles, so that's going to be another super fast one.
All the bright, pretty colors. All of those. All of them. Okay, everybody likes all of them.
Okay, that's going to make it a little hard to narrow down what other color combos you guys might like to see.
Is there
Bring some back here.
Is there a navy shade pair with color 7562? We might need you to say shades, folks.
Hold on, I'll find it.
You already checked these?
Yeah. 7562. Oh, navy.
And navy.
And so navy would be 1662.
Pretty.
That would be pretty. And definitely enough contrast, because that's kind of the goal with color work, is high contrast. I know I can't really fit them all up here very where you guys can see them all, but
Seahawks,
green,
yeah.
green, lavender, and gold. Green, lavender, gold.
Wow, nice and vibrant.
Oh yes, that is very Seahawks, Stacy. The you could make it more Seahawks if you did the teal color 701. But the green is 7562. The lavender is 3121, and the gold is 5762. Of course, the yarn does have pictures of all of the colors. So if you're like, I don't remember what color number the yellow was, there's a picture. But yes, this would be very Seahawks-y. Or if you wanted to do like that 4-color cowl, you could do maybe one of the grays, so that you're not taking away from your color palette too much.
Ooh, see, purple and gold.
There you go. There's your
know,
next
right?
project. See,
It's
we're
pretty.
all gonna have to. You haven't seen it yet.
No,
but
I have
you're
not.
Gonna want to knit it too. So, there you go. There's your purple and gold project. Finally.
Yes. As soon as I finish the 3 ahead of it.
Yeah, I always have so much fun putting together color combos, and then it's like I could just keep going all day long, because I mean, clearly red and black work nicely. I mean, the burgundy and the silver.
Oh, pretty.
If you like all neutral, easily like the kind of caramel color and the cream, like you really can't go wrong other than putting things together that don't contrast. So like don't do 2 shades of red or the navy and the teal, because while they're pretty, they don't contrast.
Too close.
So you won't see your stitch patterns. Oh, Chris said red and black were her high school colors.
Black and white would be very striking.
Yes, that would be very, very, that's as high contrast as you can go, basically.
Ooh, that one over there on the white. Yeah, that one.
The 1700 and 501.
Pretty, pretty.
My high school colors were this, which I'm sure there's probably lots of schools out there that are this combo, 7796 and 5762.
Ooh, I want to see the light gray.
With the
That
teal.
one, yeah. Could pull that one off for the kids' school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably close enough. I know they're
Yeah.
more turquoisey, but that's
Close.
not a very common color in really yarn or fabric.
Yeah.
I'm like, they picked an odd shade.
Green and gold for Stacy's high school. Packers.
You'd probably get away with that, even though it was probably a darker green. Close enough. I mean, it's not like we're making official sports.
Yeah.
We're fans, and we just want to represent kind of color combos.
We're yarn fans.
I know, so many pretty colors.
And if you decide to gift it, don't forget some soak so they can keep it nice and clean when they hand wash.
Yes, you got them.
No machine.
Alpaca is a hand wash yarn. The only way you can get away with the machine is if you have a washer like Danielle's that has that hand wash wool cycle that literally is like swish, swish. And
That's all it does.
like it moves the fabric just enough to let some water pour through it, and then it's done. No more. Because any agitation and alpaca, and you will have regrets.
You'll be very agitated.
Terrible.
I know.
Okay, so let's move on to what upcoming classes we have. First up, we have Turkey Day number 1 on Saturday, November 19th. This is the Santa Catarina cowl, which is done in a sport weight yarn held double-stranded. We used 1 skein of Merino Cloud in our Azores colorway. This one will be a good one to teach you just a simple lace pattern while double-stranding your yarn. You have a tiny bit of pre-work of doing the garter stitch border, and then you're ready for class. Still plenty of time to get ready. We have the class via Zoom in the morning from 11 to noon, and then we have it in person in the boutique from 4 to 5 p.m. And I did not check this morning. I don't know if there's any spots left on that one. I know they're all getting pretty close. Then Turkey Day number 2 is the Sarriette scarf and cowl. So there's a scarf version or there's a cowl version. The cowl is done in an Aran or heavy worsted weight yarn, and the scarf is done in bulky. We used the ultralight merino for the scarf, 14 for the cowl. You could easily use the Baby Alpaca Grande for the scarf. You would need 3 skeins, I think. And this one also has Zoom and in person. We're doing that with all of our Turkey Day classes. So Tuesday, November 22nd from 11 to noon on Zoom, and from 4 to 5 in the afternoon in person at our pretty round table. And then last but not least on the Turkey Day classes, number 3 is the assuaged cowl, which is this really pretty gray one here, done out of, on the small or medium size, just 1 skein of Plymouth, which is a heavy worsted weight yarn that's a real soft and fuzzy. Really fun, just knits, purls, yarn overs, and 2 togethers. That one is Wednesday the 23rd, and also has a class from 11 to noon on Zoom and from 4 to 5 in person. Then after Thanksgiving, we have on Tuesday, November 29th, we have the leaf lace sideways scarf. This one is kind of halfway between scarf and shawl, so it's like shawlette level. You could easily get more yarn and do more increases if you wanted to make it more shawl-like, but the point of the class is to teach you this really fun leaf border that you're working as you go, so you do not have to go back and add that at the end. It's happening the whole time. You just have a tiny bit of pre-work on this one of cast on and work rows 1 through 4, so that you're ready to start the first part of the increases and the leaf pattern in class. Then on Friday, December 2nd, we have our Making Circles in the Sky $5 class. This one is going to teach you about doing cables and rickrack lace. We used fingering weight double-stranded in 3 colors to get this beautiful ombre, because you basically do 2 strands of color A, then 1A, 1B, 2B, 1B, 1C, 2C. Let me shush that real quick.
You could make so many pretty color combinations for this project.
Right?
3 colors gives you 6. It's like magic.
Then, last but not least for now, we're kind of skipping ahead a little bit because I'm not quite ready to do the next one on my list. So we have the twisted spiral rib hat. This is a really fun one where you're going to learn how to do a twisted rib, which has knit through the back loops. And then you're doing this shaping where there's an increase on one side and a decrease on the other side of this ribbed section to give it that spiral effect. And we'll go over in class how to do the decreases at the top that are slowly blended into that spiral section so that you get a nice smooth top. And of course we put one of our Knittique exclusive faux fur palms on there, because palms just, they're like the icing on the cake. You can't leave it off. And that one is done in DK weight yarn. We used 1 skein of the Luscious R-Back 40 yarn, which is another super soft alpaca yarn. Yes, Shelly, I'm assuming that question was for the making circles in the sky cowl. Yeah, we basically go over how far you go in each color. It's not row specific, more it's inches, because who wants to have to keep track of the pattern repeat and counting how many rows of this color have I done. So we just do it in inches because it's a little easier to keep track of. Oh, Melanie said she loves twisted rib, and it's so easy. That's awesome. Okay, we will move on to the what are we wearing segment of the video. I am wearing my No Need to Panic sweater, which literally when I test knit it was just called the panic sweater, and I'm like, please tell me you're not gonna call it the panic sweater. She's like, no, that's just the shortened version. I'm like, okay, because people are gonna be afraid to knit a sweater called panic. Just saying. But really fun, just textural stitches. There's slip stitches, there's yarn overs, there's a little knit purl. Just fun textures in the yoke, and then stockinette on the body, so it's one that can easily be done all by hand or half hand knit, half machine knit, whatever makes you happy. For me to get things done, I machine knit the bottom because I can get more sweaters done that way. And I did add the split hem. It is not designed that way, but I threw that in there because once I discovered that is so much more comfortable. Your sweaters stay down. You're not constantly tugging them because they ride up. I'm like, why have I never done the split hem before? Oh, thank you, Melanie. It's called the doctor's office that I go to that makes us take lots of supplements and do exercises. Like last week, they stretched me so much that I couldn't walk the next day. Susan was laughing at me because I kind of looked a little bit like a cowboy.
You looked like it hurt. This one is Fig Hill, and it's worsted weight, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep. I did this one on the machine. It was one of the Blue Sky fibers. They're little bundles, so I used 2 separate colorways and literally magic knotted it together. Zipped that on the machine. It took longer to wind the yarn than I think it did to do the project on the machine. So super fun. Good second or third project on your machine. Or if you want just relaxing knitting, it's perfect for hand knitting.
This is perfect for this time of year where you're busy and don't have any brain power left, but you still want to knit. It's like knit a row, purl a row, knit a row, purl a row.
Super simple and cozy warm.
Okie dokie. I think that's going to be it, you guys. Oh, hold on. We got a delivery.
Facebook to see the kit knit up. I'm a little confused. But it was a very easy knit and very warm. I used 3 skeins of the gray in this one. I don't remember its color name. I can't quite get over there. Yeah.
And then the wool stock mini bundles.
And that was it.
Okay, now that I've rescued the very small but heavy box from the FedEx man, we will sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll start pulling your orders. I've got lots more packing to do for the UPS man. I really hope he comes today.
Yes.
I have a truck.
Literally.
And we will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good day.